Hello everyone. Many subscribers of my channel asked me to create a full-length tutorial of this artwork that I have shared as a YouTube shorts in my channel. So now I'm creating this artwork with the same method, same technique, and with the same brushes in this video. So I'm going to share all the details, how I made this, and what are the blending modes I used for this artwork. So both are similar. So now I have created open a canvas of 3:4 ratio. So first I'm going to draw the basic flower and the plant's structure using this lasso fill tool available under the special tool. So either you can use a lasso tool or you can use the brush that you are comfortable with. In that video, that artwork that I've showed before, I've made the basic structure of the plant using the felt tip pen hard brush. Here I'm using lasso fill tool. So you can use either of it, it's up to you. So now I'm going to draw the plant using the same lasso tool. So this is the basic layer. We are going to work on it, layer by layer, adding more clipping layers to these basic layers. So whatever the shape you want to make it perfect in this layer itself. So the plant is done. In the same layer I'm going to draw the flower. So as I shared in many videos, I recommend you to add whatever the flowers or bubbles, whatever may be, add in the form of 1 or 3, like that, in the odd numbers. So now I'm going to add the details for this basic flower plant design. So I'm using the same lasso fill tool and I'm using the clipping layer to create these details. So I'm going to create more and more of the clipping layers hereafter. So now you can see I use some dark color to add these details, and you can see how my hand moves to create such a realistic details, plant leaf details. If you want to make such a detail, you can just move your hand in a zigzag way up and down to create that detail. And now I'm going to give some shape details for the leaves in separate. So I use some more dark color for that, and for the same I'm going to do the same thing with the flower as well. You can see I'm just separating the petal. I'm going showing it as a petals in a separate form using the lasso tool itself. So you have to do ups and down like that. Now again in the top I'm going to do the same thing, but now the strokes are going to be a little bit smaller. So in the same way I'm going to add the details for the other two flowers as well. This lasso tool is very much useful when you want to create such details. If you are okay with some the pen hard something like that to create this details, it's up to you. If you're fine with that, you can use that. So now I created another clipping layer. This is the second clipping layer I'm using for the base flower. So I'm going to add some dark shadow like details for this. So I'm using dark, almost nearest to the black, something like a green, something darkest green, like that color. And the brush I'm using is airbrush trapezoid 40%. So you can see I'm adding darker details, and below the flowers as well I'm adding it. Now I'm going to use the darker pink color to add some shadow details to the flower. So everything is ready. Now I'm going to create a new clipping layer for that and using add blending mode. So why I'm going to use add blending mode is because I'm going to add some glow to the plant as well as the flower. So you can see I'm using hair light brush to create these details with the force fade on. So, and with the reduced opacity of the brush, I'm making these strokes continuously. So where you want the highest glow, you have to make multiple strokes there, and where you want minimum amount of glow, you can add minimum amount of strokes there. So you can see at the center of the petal I want it to be more glowy, so I'm adding more strokes there. At the corners of the petal I'm just making 2 or 3 strokes. That is the reason. Where you want the more glow, you have to make more strokes at that place. So now with the same hair light brush I'm adding the details to the plant. So the add blending mode is especially for the glow. So whatever the output maybe you want to add glow means you have to use the add blending mode. So now I'm going to use the felt tip pen brush and using the teal color, some bright teal color and the rectangular tool, I'm going to draw the background a rectangular shape. So now you can see that I'm making the rectangle with the felt pen brush, and I want it to be like some of the petal leaves, or I want them to be out of the rectangle. So I adjusted the rectangle accordingly, and now I'm creating another layer for the plant clipping layer, and the blending mode is add blending mode. Now I'm using sputtering brush to add some bubbles to the plant as well as the flower. So now I'm going to create a multiply blending mode layer, that is the clipping layer, and adding the details. So you can see when we are using the multiply blending mode, you can see the details get added to that. So I'm reducing the opacity of this layer to create that little bit transparent look. So you can see I have added the same details to the flowers as well. So same, I'm going to add the same kind of detail with the background, but the blending mode I'm going to use is not multiply, I'm going to use the add blending mode. So since I have used already a dark color background, adding more darkness will not look good, so I'm using that add blending mode to make it some brighter details. So now I'm going to add a material wrinkle paper 01 from the material patterns material, and I just made this blending mode as multiply and reduced its opacity as much as possible. Just I can see a little bit of details in such a way. So now I just duplicated the basic plant layer to create the shadow effects. Just I moved the duplicate layer a little bit on the right to create the shadow, and using some darkest green color for that layer to make it a shadow. So this is the final look. This looks exactly similar to the artwork that I created before. So everyone want full tutorial of this, and I made this. I hope you like this tutorial, and if you like, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.